Hello everyone, welcome back. Playing more Final Fantasy XIV. Like I said, next week, starting on Monday, I am going to be changing it up, and we will not be playing Final Fantasy near as much as we have been. I was talking to my guild. And just trying to figure out some stuff they were talking about. So, plan for today, I'm going to finish Astrologian's job quests so I can have him done. I'm going to do some Palace of the Dead on my Bard again. I'm going to get 2 levels today on him. And then, if I have time, I did unlock a new dungeon called Swallow's Compass. I'm going to run that just to get it complete. So that's the plan for today. I'm going to go and get started on the job quest. It should only be 2 quests left. And I also did buy a scholar weapon, or astrologian weapon. I just went, that's actually why I'm standing here. I was looking at the auction house to see how much one was normally. And when I looked, there was one up that was, so what normal price looked like it was about 350. There was one up for 150. So I bought it. So I got one for a pretty large discount considering the normal price. The guy was just probably undercutting everybody, but I needed it, and it's a 380 weapon, so all my jobs now have 380 weapons, except I am still missing one for my... I'm still missing the shield for my paladin, which I'm going to get the 390 piece that I can get for 300 Genesis. So once I get the 300 Genesis, I'll go ahead and pick that up. I did a daily dungeon in the whatever the name of the last one is, and completed it, and I got finally got a helmet, which was awesome. So there's only a couple pieces that are kind of meh on my paladin now, instead of a lot of them. Talking about Eureka and NM hunting, something I haven't done yet. And usually I was busy with something whenever they were starting it. I'm gonna try to make it a point to go do these things when they come up, especially since I need all of the Genesis that I do. So my goal for the week, and the reason why I'm gonna do two, make sure I'm going to the right one. There's two different rubies: Ruby Price, Ruby Bazaar. Is it Ruby Bazaar? I'm wasting time. I could have just ran there. Yeah, it's Ruby Bazaar. Okay. So I'm planning on doing 2 levels a day on my Bard. With it being at 62, that means by Friday I'll have it finished. And I could start on something else this weekend, probably getting Machinist to 61 and then starting it, as well as working on Samurai to 61 and Ninja to 61 just to get all those jobs done. Then eventually I'll start working on the level 30 stuff as well. Okay, and the last one, should be the last one, I think. But my goal is basically still the same. I'm still gonna, even though I'm gonna stream this probably about half as much as I had, I'm still planning on finishing 1 job per week. So this week is gonna be Bard, next week is gonna be Machinist, and some of them, if I get them done before the end of the week, I'll just start putting some experience towards the next job, Ninja or Samurai. Those are gonna be my next 2. After I finish Ninja and Samurai, I'll start working on Scholar / Summoner, and then we'll just keep going from there. Then I'll probably finish all the higher level jobs just because it's gonna be easier to get everything done that way. Getting all the level 50s and 60s to 70 is going to be much easier than going from 30 to 70. That'll give me a little bit of time I can, do stuff off stream and, whatever I need to do. I see. Wrong one. There we go. That did it. I'm waiting for him to spawn up here on the bridge because I showed the check mark right here. I doubt he's in the water. Yay, we did it. Alright. Switch back to our bird. I did take some time to kind of arrange this a little bit. I got I put tanks up top, then the healers, then Bard, Machinist, Red Mage, Samurai, Ninja. What a way to start. Blown up in the face. Throw that out there. Oh crap, this is on macro. There we go. No auto heals. I'm gonna hang with the potty. Come on. Not great. Not great to start with, anyway. Try to do Heaven on High, and the second floor, we got the no auto heal, and our party almost wiped. Somebody dropped, which allowed us to pick up someone new that had full life to help kill some stuff. Damn it. Yeah, especially when you have no healer and it's so early in the thing. I think that's the second time I died. F off this floor. 7 minutes in and we're only on floor 2. It's pretty tough. You want to run some Heaven on High with me, or are you still playing why am I blanking on the name? Not Apex, crap. Anthem. So low. What the hell? Did somebody... Okay. Oh, somebody used the thing. Okay. I'm planning on running about roughly 8, so I'm gonna try to get 2 levels in my bard today. So roughly 8 of them. If you're interested in running any part of that with me, let me know. Sounds good. I'll, well, you're watching me, so you'll know when I'm done. Let me know when you're ready. You're gonna get it. What job are you working on? Out of curiosity. Herbies. I know we're friends on Discord, but have you ever joined my Discord? Are you part of it? Get F tree man. Ow. You're good. I think I'm on 27. Yeah, I'm on 27, so you got a little bit of time. Probably about 5 minutes. Damn copper. Get wrecked. I am the ball. Holy shit, this has a lot of guys in it. Boy. Pop one of these strengths. Stuff done. There goes one. Why am I killing him? We're on the last floor before the boss. Nom 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 that cough. So don't think I left. Oh, okay. Logging out for a second. Okay. That's fine. We're getting ready to fight the boss. I'll be waiting for you. Get barded on. Bard is so fun. It's not my main job for this one, but I love it. Love playing it. That machinist, except I'm not very good with machinist. I'm not really very good bard either, but I feel like I do decent enough damage to get by. 60 bar quest. Not far behind on my bird. You haven't been around in a little bit, have you? I'm trying to remember the last time you were here. I don't know if you were here at all last week. I finished Warrior. I have Warrior, Astrologian, Paladin, and Red Mage all to level 70 now. And I'm planning on finishing Bard this week and Machinist next week. Got quite a bit of jobs left. I think you might be well, I don't know since you haven't been playing as much. That's what all my levels look like. I'm not sure how I leveled up Black Mage or White Mage. Above 30 anyway. What the hell, how I did that? Thought I stopped at 30 on all of my jobs. Then I started doing, what do you call it? Palace of the Dead. I'm planning on having everything except Lancer and Pugilist done here in about another, well, before the new expansion comes out. Yeah, I didn't know that I had to be 61 to do Heaven on High until I got to my Warrior, because all the other ones I had actually legitimately leveled at some point a little bit. So Warrior was the first time I found out that it had to happen, so now I have to go back and re-level, get a level on Ninja, a level on Samurai, a level on Machinist, get all those leveled up. And it takes forever. It takes roughly about 8 runs because you only get 580,000 per run. I guess it depends how far you are into the level, but it's 580,000. I think you need 4.5 million or something like that. Let me switch to a 60 and I'll see. Where's my ninja? So it is 4.4 million. So it takes roughly between 7 and 8 runs, depending on how much experience you already have in Palace of the Dead to get from 60 to CT1. Well, I was saying just Palace of the Dead. Palace of the Dead only gives you 580,000 per run if you're level 60. So to go from 60 to 61, you need 7 to 8 runs just of Palace of the Dead. If you do like, I think when I did a daily, it was actually less than a run of Palace of the Dead. I think I wound up with less experience than doing Palace of the Dead. That might not be true though, because I think I had my daily roulette, my level 50 roulette, and 60 roulette. I did the 60, and I think it wound up being less experience somehow. I think it was only like 380,000 or something like that is what I got from it. The 60 was without the, whatever you call it, the road to 60. I didn't get that bonus because I was higher. Maybe doing a daily 50 would be better because you still get the road after your level synced. Possibly. I don't know if you, and once you hit level 60, I don't know if the road still kicks even if you're your what do you call it? Where is? There it is. If you want to join my Discord, I'll put it in there for you. And we can talk on Discord if you want to. Yeah, I think I did a 60, and I was not getting the road to 60 experience bonus. Oh yeah. I want to say with the bonus, after doing the math, it was only like 380,000 or something like that. The bonus was it 100,000? Forget. What is the bonus? Oops. Oops. Damn it. Does it tell you the amount you get? I want to say the bonus was like 100,000 or 120,000. Yeah, but I was also playing on a DPS. Maybe if you were on a tank or a healer, where it was one of the things that was listed. So I think I was doing it as DPS on Bard. And I want to say it was really low. I want to say it was like 180,000. I think the total for the total amount I got for the dungeon was 380,000, and it took longer time than it would for a normal Palace of the Dead run. I think it was roughly like a 20-ish minute, like 20 plus minute, where Palace of the Dead, usually you can get one done in 15 to 20, 20 on the high end, 15 on the average. It's level based. I don't remember it being that much. I mean, we can run a duty roulette if you want to, just to see what we get, but I don't have any tanks or heals in the 50 to 60 range right now. Well, I guess I could play Scholar, but that would be the only thing that I would have that would be a quick queue, just to see how much experience we get, but... Got 130 silver hallowed sacks. Getting a lot of materia. Three level 5 materias in a row. 4 level 5 materias in a row. Peach confetti. Hell yes. Indigo star prism. I don't know what that's for. Probably something to do with glamour. A sparkler. Crimson star prism. Hello. Can you hear me? Check and make sure my stuff's working right. Should be, because I haven't logged out of Discord in a while. Microphone. Yeah, everything's working right on my end. It has to be on your end. You know, if you use the link I gave you for the Discord, you could just join my Discord and jump into a voice channel with me instead of having to call me. Join my Discord. I'm in my voice channel 1. You can just holla at me there. Savage materia. Hatamoto card. I'm in voice channel 1. You can jump in with me. The Crimson Stars thing. Sparkler.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, man?
Not a whole lot. Alright.
Send me
Had
when you're ready.
to recalibrate my microphone.
Oh, you're good.
So, that's what it was.
Well, you see what you're making me do while I'm waiting. What's a morpho? I got a butterfly?
Yeah. Those, geez, you should redeem some silver chests once in a while.
How do I redeem
Butterfly is a
silver chest?
minion.
Isn't that what I'm doing right now?
Yeah, but like 115 of them? Like, wow.
You should see how many I have for Palace of the Dead. I think
You should redeem those once in a while.
It takes up inventory space.
Yeah, but then you turn around and you sell that stuff. And a lot of it sells for, like, pretty good gil.
Yeah, who's got time for that? Look at me wasting my time sitting here opening this stuff.
Yeah, and then you turn around and sell it on your retainers and you make money.
Corpo Kid? The hell? Are those like little minions or something? Is that what I'm opening?
Some of them. And people will pay for those, like that Morpho one I think sells pretty well.
Got a little chicken or something too. Oh, what the hell's happening? Dried blue old rose?
That's a glamour piece. The indigo prisms, by the way, aren't a glamour piece. They're just garbage. Destroy those.
Okay. Orange cherry blossom corsage.
That sells pretty well. I think that's actually the one I'm currently wearing.
So the prisms are not worth anything?
No, the prisms are basically trash.
Expanse something. Come on, I'm gonna fill my inventory up before you get logged in. Let's do this. Sabbath Might, number 6.
Or, I mean, if any of those minions or bardings or stuff you don't want, pass them over to me and I'll use them.
If I don't have them, I'll probably just open them up to have them. But if I get any doubles, I'll give them to you if you want one.
Yeah, so that magic prism for the Maelstrom, just destroy that.
Okay. Just, I mean, can I sell it to a vendor or something? Like, does it
Probably, but you're better off just destroying it. It's pretty garbage.
Boom,
I just got in, by the way.
Bomboko. Little fax.
Oh, yeah, I've got that minion. Bomboko?
Yeah, now I got another Giddo.
Oh, the turtle?
Yeah, I guess. It looks like a
Yeah,
little chicken.
Yeah, he's a turtle. He's pretty cool.
Well, send me an invite. Let's do this. Materia. Our materia is worth keeping.
Yes. For your level 70 gear, you want to meld materia into those slots to, like, boost those stats.
Is there a way to, like, turn level 5s into level 6s and 6s to whatever?
Yes,
Okay.
there is. That's materia melding. You gotta go back to the little goblin north of Bent Brush Station, and then he'll show you how to materia meld.
Start the run when you're ready. Oh, we're
Yeah, I already started it.
Okay. I've got a bunch on my retainer.
Yeah.
Is this your highest level?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know if you had been playing and finished the content for this or not.
I have before, but not with this character.
Right. I know you. Last time we talked, you had purchased something to get through Heavensward.
Yeah. Yeah, I jumped Heavensward to move on to Stormblood, but unfortunately I can't jump Stormblood. So that means I have to spend the next, 30 hours rescuing King Samurai Goodhair.
Yeah, he's hot.
We're not friends.
Why not?
Because I wanted to liberate Alamigo.
You do?
Yeah, for 20 minutes.
Well,
You show up right at the end, and you're like, oh, look at all the work I didn't do, but I'm taking all the credit, because I'm the Warrior of Light. Suck my balls.
Well, yeah, we're the Warrior of Light. That's what we do.
You're not the Warrior of Light, I'm the Warrior of Light.
No. I'm the Warrior of Light.
No, I'm the Warrior of Light.
No.
No, according to my game, I'm the Warrior of Light. You're just an adventurer.
According to my game, you're just a cat. Cats can't be warriors of anything.
Oh, please, have you ever seen a cat? They're the devourer of souls and the innocent. So says my cat, Butters.
They're just anuses. Just anuses. People pay money to have a pet that is indifferent about them.
Yeah, and I love him.
I do not feel like they reciprocate.
Actually, my cat is he is the cuddliest cat in the world. He is so stupidly lovey. It's ridiculous.
Most cats wouldn't do anything other than eat you if you died.
No, I'm not saying he wouldn't. But, I mean, it helps, I think, that unfortunately I'm his third home, because for reasons that are stupid, because people generally suck, he got sent back to the pound, or the shelter 3 times. Which is sad, because he's just, super lovey.
Well, people suck. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, people suck. People suck, I'm well aware.
You're a lawyer?
No, I said I'm well aware. I'm not a
know.
lawyer. Sell booze.
I was gonna. Well, I mean, you could have your bar. You just chose to go a different route. I mean, I don't know.
No, when I say I passed the bar, it means I overshot where I have to stop.
I mean, maybe you just decided, I have a problem, and this is getting it more direct from the source than. I don't know. I don't know what you do with your life.
No, I thought about going to law school at one point because I majored in college in human resources and business administration. So I thought about going into law to do a business law and contract negotiation thing. And then I realized I hate stress. So, seriously? The one chest I open explodes.
Stop opening chests. They won't blow up.
Yeah, well, I'm done opening chests.
Okay. I got it.
I open one, it explodes. That's enough.
I got chests. I'm on it. See, I got a flat out of mine. I didn't blow up.
Yeah, let's say watch it turn into a mimic or something.
Oh, come on. We could have went off. Cowards. And we don't have a Magicite, do we? Or a Petra.
Frailty.
You hit whatever. I'm gonna try to figure out if I can find an easy blue one.
Use frailty.
Does it have a length of time, or does it just last for the floor?
2 minutes.
Okay. Well.
But it weakens foes. Makes them easier to kill.
Right.
Hey, Vortex Magicite.
Nail it. Get the F out of here. You gonna hit it?
Not at the moment. Oh, I'm down. I got paralyzed.
I got this. Ah, motherfuckers. Can't stop this feeling. See if I can find the resurrection thing. I think it's over here.
I got brought back.
Oh, boo.
Red Mage got me.
I had you.
Obviously, you didn't.
I'm right here at the beacon. I was ready to get you.
Did you find all the silver chests in the room?
I think so. I'm going to check this bottom corner real quick on my way over.
Okay.
I think there was only 2 in this one. Crap. I got a samurai on my butt.
Yeah, I see him.
I'm going to shoot him with herpes so he'll die slowly while I'm coming.
Storm Bite and Caustic Bite.
Oh, he liked it. He got the clap. We have 3 bards? I just realized we have 3 bards.
That's why the samurai was like, I feel left out.
I didn't even see him say anything, to be honest. Shit. Oh yeah, I forgot. Advertise. Hiya. Is that your phone?
Yep.
Okay.
Apparently.
Oh crap. I had a summoning trap. We got incoming.
Way to go.
Hey, at least I didn't blow up.
I want to hear it.
Get ready.
Hey, look, we can move on now.
Oh yeah. I didn't even notice we found the key room. And these other 2 bards don't use Peloton very much.
I don't need to.
Bunch of sucks.
You keep using it. There, how's that?
Mine's still active. Don't worry about it. I got it.
Nah, mine actually overwrites yours.
Just wanted to make sure everybody in the party knew who's butter on the bread.
Well, this Rallis guy doesn't really kill stuff very fast.
I'm killing just fine. Shoot him with the herpes and pow! Right in the face. Not a good that Peloton did there, didn't it?
Well, I was baited in the mob.
Is this a no auto heal floor? I wasn't even paying attention.
Yeah, it's a no auto heal.
Yeah.
That's why I carry rehabilitation potions.
I can't believe you weren't on part of my Discord. I thought I invited you to my Discord before.
Might have just missed the link. Ooh, shit.
I got turned into a damn otter. I try to go scouting, but there's enemies in the hallway. This is only maybe a 3-room. Yeah, he's over here. So starting next week, I'm going to start playing some different games other than Final Fantasy, since I finished the main story. I can only
play. I saw you were playing Skyrim the other day.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do a Skyrim playthrough. I might do another Fallout playthrough. And I don't know, we'll see. I'm going to play some Anthem or some Apex, not Anthem, Apex. And maybe some other stuff. We'll see.
Yeah?
Probably
try Anthem.
I'll do this Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday morning, Sunday morning, and then I'll do some other stuff on the other days. I wouldn't mind playing Anthem, but I have a lot of games that I have downloaded on my computer that I haven't played yet, like Apex and both South Park games and...
Exploding chest.
No, it was just an exploding trap next to the first horde. Like they knew we wanted it.
Oh, it knew.
It did. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do some Skyrim. I've been wanting to do some build videos and stuff like that, and I've had the itch to play Skyrim for a hot minute, so.
Gotcha.
Love Skyrim.
I mean, I consider it to be the better Elder Scrolls title.
I mean, it's the well, that's because it's the newest Elder Scrolls title. I'm sure whenever 6 comes out, 6 will be insane. You know, Oblivion was really good until Skyrim came out, so I mean.
Yeah, Oblivion was good, but Skyrim was kind of also the one that like really expanded the player base of Elder Scrolls.
Well, that's because they added the creation kit. The creation kit was kind of the shot in the arm Elder Scrolls needed.
Yeah, I didn't really heavily get into Elder Scrolls until probably Oblivion.
I played Morrowind. I played Oblivion, probably beat it about 4 times. And then I played Skyrim a shit ton.
Oh god, yeah. I
probably beat that game at least 10 times all the way through with all DLC and everything.
Yeah. I never really got into Morrowind. I played it.
I got into it because it was just so busted. Like, there was so many just little glitchy things that you could do in the game, and it was just so broken that eventually it was just not very fun because it was so broken, but you can just like literally jump across the map to where the last boss is and kill them, and then you just ended the game.
Yep.
Like my character was absolutely stupid. I didn't realize we had so many magic fights.
Yeah, we have 3.
Wreck his ass. I'll spam him. Screw it. sight, ho!
You calling a hoe?
Titan. You know he likes it rough. Look at that loin.
Damn, look at that 31-20 pitch perfect. Oh, I love Bard.
Me too. I was gonna level Dark Knight. I played Dark Knight for like one Palace of the Dead, and I'm like, no. Now we're going back to Bard.
I really like Dark Knight. It's actually probably my favorite tank.
It's not mine.
Well, you know, everybody's entitled to their wrong opinion.
I've leveled the other two tanks, so.
So have I.
God. You act like you're popular over there.
I am.
Alright, I'm reset. Let's keep this train going. I got 6 more of these to do. And I need to get it done in an hour and 45 minutes, so chop chop.
I don't take orders from you. I can end this gravy train real quick.
I don't even know what that means.
Figure it out. Once the gravy runs out.
Isn't the gravy in a boat? Why is it in a train?
Gravy's not on a boat. Lonely Island's on the boat.
Gravy comes in a boat.
Gravy doesn't come in a boat. Gravy comes from drippings and fat.
No, it's in a boat.
Yeah, after you mix the drippings and the fat.
Or you can just mix whatever that powder shit is that comes with your grease thing.
That is not gravy. You shut your mouth.
I don't know. Make pretty damn good sausage gravy like that.
No. The sausage gravy, you fry the sausage in the pan, then you take those drippings, you mix it with flour. Then after you make a roux, okay, then you add a little bit of liquid to that. Then once that thickens, then you add a little bit of milk and cream, or a little cream to that with some pepper, and then you dump your sausage back in.
Or you could just open the packet and put the packet in some milk, and then you stir it.
No. Wrong.
And it's done. I mean, you skip steps 1 through 30 and go straight to just a 1-step process.
Yeah, but it doesn't taste as good.
Why is there a dead person already? What the hell is going on?
Explodey trap.
Oh, coward. Easy way out. Stupid thing, put it on yourself!
Great.
Why does the random little furball have heal itself? No, I make real sausage gravy. I know how to make sausage gravy.
Yeah. If you didn't, this stream was going to end real fast.
Well, I worked at a nursing home. That was, I mean, everything was basically out of a bag. So, I mean, I also know how to do it the extremely lazy way.
Yeah, on the ship when you're in the Navy, everybody has to do time in the kitchen. And it just, like, pained me to do, because I'm like, this is not how I cook.
I love cooking. Cooking's one of my favorite things to do, so if there's a difficult way to do it or a right way to do it, I probably know how. Why am I running at normal speed? This just ain't right.
I don't know, I used my Peloton, why didn't you use yours?
None of us had Peloton whenever I used mine.
By the way, this is a no auto heal floor.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can just get to the thing, but somebody's got a little ambitious.
That doesn't hurt sometimes to kill the things in the room.
Yeah, them big fat bell ringers, they don't matter.
Then you don't get jumped. Oh. Today was just a long day.
Yeah, I know. My job is so boring. It's like it is becoming a literal struggle not to fall asleep at work.
Sold $20,000 worth of product today.
Yeah, I would much rather have that kind of job.
Sold 20,000 yesterday.
That's not good.
About average.
Large number? Okay.
I usually do about 150 to 180,000 a month, depending on the month. Christmas obviously a little higher because booze.
Yeah. Surprised you didn't have a decent because it's Mardi Gras or whatever, or just was it just Mardi Gras?
No, Mardi Gras and not St. Patrick's Day. That'll help. I had a bar today by 10 cases of Jameson.
10 cases of Jameson?
Hmm.
Just to get ready for St. Patrick's Day?
Yep.
Fair enough.
And the more you buy, the more you save.
Is that actually true?
Yeah, we have different deal levels based on how much you buy. So, like, if you buy by the case, you already get a break, and then usually the more cases you buy, the more we discount the price. I got them to change their order from 3 cases to 10 cases because it saved them $10 a case.
That's really not that much. Considering
No,
each
but in
case
the
is
grand
probably,
scheme of
what,
things.
$300?
Huh?
I said each case is probably, what, $300? How many bottles come in a case? 6?
12.
12? Okay. So probably 240 to $300, $250, $300 a case, roughly.
Depending on the product.
I'm assuming Jameson's about 30 a bottle.
Roughly. But no, I mean, $10 a case. It doesn't sound like a lot. It's by the bottle price that you really save. But even still, $10 a case, and you figure for 7 more cases, they save $10 a case, so you're almost getting those other 7 cases.
So they bought 9, get like 3/4 of a case for free?
Well, no, they were originally going to buy 3, and then I told them if you get 7 more and you go up to 10 cases, it saves you $10 a case.
Right,
so you figure
they
that $10 in savings.
They bought
per
9
case.
basically and got, well, I guess I got, no, they about 3/4 of one for free. Right around that.
Pretty much, yeah. But that's just the kind of stuff we do, and we have like different sales and stuff on like certain brands where you buy cases and then you get cases free also. Like I've got one right now, buy 7 cases, get 3 for free. It knocks it down to $8 a bottle.
We need to blow a Magicite on our next level.
Yeah, because we got 3.
Yeah.
I'm paying attention.
I was just telling you so you could.
So I do it. Hey, I got an idea. How about we just blow a Magicite here?
Coward.
Efficient.
Coward.
Now explore the floor.
We can't run fast though.
Sprint.
For free. I didn't even set sprint.
Why?
I'm pretty sure you're the one that told me, oh, you don't need to set sprint because you're a bard.
No.
I'm
I use sprint.
pretty sure you.
No, I use sprint for everything.
No, you don't. Not when you're a bard.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. No, I do. I have sprint in every hotbar. Well, not every hotbar, but like every class. Sprint in every hotbar would be excessive.
For some reason, this one doesn't have it. It has Warren's Paleon in the place where it normally would be.
Paleoton actually isn't as fast as sprint.
Yeah, I know.
But it works as a secondary until sprint cools down.
You also can't sprint and attack things without it wearing off either. And now we got the sprint never ends thing.
Mm-hmm. Auto heal disabled. Yay.
I have the power.
used to.
Oh crap, we got a summer trap.
Really?
Yep. Right next to the damn circle.
That sucks. I'll get there eventually.
I'm effing him in the A. About it. We got it. You guys didn't even get the chest in the opening room? Just wasting magicite. Yeah.
Ooh. See, this is what you save that for.
I always keep one in the chamber for that one. I wasn't planning on using it on this next floor, but hey, this is what this room's made for. Hey, we got another Inferno.
Sweet, yeah, that and the final boss.
Yeah, I don't even care what the final boss. The final boss is kind of a pud.
He is, but there's actually floors beyond 30. You just have to be in a fixed party.
Oh yeah, I know. I just never made a fixed party or try to get a fixed party together.
Yeah.
I need to though. I need to do a climb on this one and on in Palace of the Dead.
Well, that's what that link shell is for.
Yeah, but usually when I ask them if they want to do Palace of the Dead or Heaven on High, nobody responds to me.
Yeah. Some of them are a little...
Most of them either have their groups that they're climbing with or already have climbed and don't want to climb again.
Great. I want to get to floor 200. There's a mount that drops in the floors 100 to 200.
Mm-hmm.
That...
Which one are you talking about? Heaven on High or Palace of the Dead?
Palace of the Dead.
Oh.
So it's a winged nightmare horse.
Huh.
You know what a nightmare is, right?
Yeah. I think I've seen that one actually.
Yeah, it sells on the market board for 2.7 million.
0.7?
Yeah, so 2,700,000. 2.7 mil.
Oh, 2.7.
Yeah,
you
no.
said 0.7. I'm like, that's 700,000. Why don't you just say 700,000? Crap, I got it.
No, yeah. And I was talking with one group and we were talking about running it, and one guy's like, "Oh, I would ride it." I'm like, "I would sell it to you if you want it."
Yeah. I would definitely sell it. I could use the money now. Now that I'm hitting level 70 and all those things are starting to pop up where I need to buy level 70 weapons and all them things are happening. Yeah, I would rather have the money right now.
Well, don't forget to grind marks also.
I don't know what marks are.
Like your poetics and stuff, your tomestones.
Oh, I'm already maxed out on poetics. I've been maxed out for a hot minute.
Well, not poetics, but what are they for 70?
Genesis.
Tomestones of Creation and Tomestones of Mendacity and Tomestones
I
of
don't know
Genesis.
how to get Creation. I haven't seen those. I don't know where they come from.
Usually get them from dailies, but you have to be level 70 to earn them.
I am level 70, but I can't do the random finder yet. How do you do that?
We had 2.
Oh, did we? Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, that seemed like an extreme waste for only a 3 floor, and we already knew where the key was.
No, we had 2, and actually the next floor is the end. Ah, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I hear you, dog. I'll chat in a second. So, anyway, yeah, dog is good.
That's good. That's
The
definitely
vet thought it was...
a better thing than having to put him down like you thought you might.
Yeah, well, because we thought it was going to be diabetes, and she's going to be 14 this year. And we called the vet, and I mean, it was all the signs. Drinking lots of water, she kept having accidents, and when she would, it just smelled like sugar. It would have that sweet smell, which is usually a sign of
Right.
ketones in the urine and everything else. And even the vet was like, okay, well, get a sample, bring it in, we'll test it. He was even pretty sure that it was going to be, you know, diabetes. We bring in the sample, he looks her over, they run the test, and he comes back and, hey, she's not diabetic. And we were like, what? Because if she was diabetic, like at 14, we weren't gonna like try to treat it now. I mean, like she's too old.
Right.
At that point. So.
How did the monk die?
It's stupid.
Somebody raised the monk?
I don't think any of us can raise.
I was gonna stop in Phoenixer, but somebody already got her, I guess.
Liam. I wasn't paying attention to my other crap. Lost my dots.
Get in.
It's fine. Doesn't hurt that bad.
I can't stop this feeling. Alright. Going down. Got 5 more to do.
Alright, I better take that dog out real quick. I'll be right back.
I can't stop this feeling deep inside. I'm currently waiting for Major Penguin to get back so we can keep running. He's taking his dog out to pee.
All right, round 6.
Round 4.
Oh shit! It's Calyx. Hang on.
Who's Calyx?
Guy in my free company.
I'm ready to go when you are. If he wants, he can join my Discord too.
I don't think he has a... I know he plays on PlayStation, but I don't know if he has a computer near him. I mean, he could use his phone too, I guess, but...
It's up to him.
Is it just me, or after level 50, does all the Dragoon armor just look terrible?
I mean, to be honest, whoever designed most of the armor in this game needs to be fired.
Some of it's pretty bad. They caught a lot of flack for the way some of the armor looks in Stormblood, especially.
Yeah, there was a set that looked like a bird, but it was like a healer in a dress. That's basically what it was.
Well, I mean, how about what you're wearing? You know, the almighty fish armor.
Fish armor?
I've just always felt like the armor that you're wearing looks like a fish.
Oh, I was gonna say isn't this one of the set pieces or the set gears? I don't remember.
Yeah, from Heavensward.
Yeah.
And I think it's supposed to be like a dragon. Just came off more like looking dollar store Aquaman.
I guess I could see that. I don't know. I think it looks okay, except it's white. I don't understand why it's white.
Yeah.
Like, of all colors. I mean, I think healers should be associated with white. Maybe paladins, but I don't understand why a bard is.
Who knows?
Yeah, there was some pretty god awful sets. Quest gear especially. Quest gear was god awful.
Yeah.
Most of the set armor is like reasonable, but quest gear and dungeon gear from level like 50 to 69 is just absolute shithouse garbage.
You didn't like the leather panty set?
No, I don't remember.
With the chest buckle straps?
Oh yeah, that was. Like I said, whoever designed some of the, I just assume like is it bad that I gave them a pass because they're Japanese?
No, I did the same thing.
I just assume that they dress weird, and that's why there's weird clothes in this game.
Yeah. I just thought it was really funny that, you know, even the male armor for that was just like leather straps and basically the guy equivalent of bikini male.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought the paladin set armor was really sweet. Like, I liked all of them. But
yeah,
I just don't understand some of the choices that they made.
I do like the ninja level 50 armor.
I don't think I opened that set. I think I acquired it and then
It's pretty cool.
I don't think I even wore it. Actually, no, I haven't even got it yet. I haven't done.
Okay.
I haven't even done the gear. My ninja's level 60, and I haven't done the gear quest for it since level 30, or the job quest for it since level 30.
Yeah, the level 50 ninja set looks like the. Okay, did you ever play Final Fantasy 3? Would have been the one with Terra.
The only one that I ever played was the other, and 13 or whatever it was.
Okay. So in 3, there's a character named Shadow who is basically a ninja, and the level 50 ninja armor is designed to look like his sprite, his character, and it's pretty sweet. It's basically the armor that the quest giver wears for the ninja quests.
Okay. Again, I haven't done a quest for ninjas since I became ninja, so
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but when you see him, it's the armor he wears. But it looks really cool. Red Mage still probably has some of my favorite looking armor. But Red Mage is also one of my favorite Final Fantasy classes, so...
Yeah, I like the Red Mage armor from 11. And they kinda went that way again, but it's a little weird looking.
Well, the Red Mage armor that you get at level 70, I think it was, is like the big Red Mage hat with the jacket boots. Like, it's just that classic Red Mage look.
Yeah, I like the... so they're in... You played 11, right? The other MMO?
For like a year or two. I didn't play it exclusively.
Did you ever see the Red Mage Dynamis gear? It was red, but instead of the accent color was more black, and it kind of had like some some like stuff going on the chest and stuff like that. I really liked that one, and it kind of seemed like the quest giver one was kind of more like that. Like, he had more... It was more of a black base. You need to get in the circle. Get in the circle.
Thought I was in.
Nope. His is more... The quest giver for the Red Mage, his is more black base, and that's... I think he's kind of more like the one from 11. But you don't ever get anything quite that color scheme.
Right. The only gear set I didn't like from A Realm Reborn out of the level 50s was, I've never liked, ironically, the Bard one.
I don't remember that
one. It was just like goofy colored pants and like a baggy shirt with a big hat with a feather in it. Like, it felt like they didn't try. However, the level 50 relic weapon is sweet.
I really didn't like the samurai gear that you start out with. The rope Komodo thingy, yeah. Just, it's hideous. It's absolutely hideous.
I was disappointed that the samurai gear was kimonos and not the actual, like, togi armor.
Yeah. Every samurai went to battle wearing a dress. I mean, You
course.
should know that. You need to watch your history.
Yep, all of them. Why wouldn't you wear a dress?
I mean, whenever you spin around, you can say that you're like a helicopter or something, and
I'm a pony. I'm a pony.
Not like that. Yeah, Samurai was probably one of the most disappointing gear sets I've seen in this game. So
one of the most what?
The most disappointing gear set I've seen in this game so far.
I lead the official furniture store.
Whoa. Nobody needs South Dakota furniture.
That had nothing to do with South Dakota furniture, but sorry, I didn't realize my phone's volume was up that loud.
I'm actually thinking about playing Fallout 76 again.
I would say why, but I mean, I really love Anthem, so I shouldn't talk because that game gets a lot of hate right now, even though it's not deserved.
I mean, so I've been watching live streams of Oxhorn playing 76, and I mean, I know what I'd be getting into. The game is shit, or well, shit-ish. The lore's there, the story's okay. It's just, it's not a good game. I mean, it's just not. But I also paid $80 for that game, so I feel like I should get some value out of it since I only made it to level 16 before I gave up.
Yeah. No, I mean, well, and I've gotten, I mean, definitely a lot of enjoyment out of Anthem. I'm taking a break tonight just because I haven't been on here in a while, and I was like, I should really let people know that I'm still alive.
So the only reason you're playing with me is to sign a life check?
No, it's more so for my free company.
I see how you are.
I think they were kind of worried about me, even though I told them I was going to be gone, you know, for like however long.
Did you make it very far in Anthem, or are you almost done with
I beat the main story so far, and I've been grinding. I have a, like, 480 or 430 something Javelin, and I'm just kind of doing, like, end story content right now. Yeah, I've made it fairly far. Yeah, that first day that it came out, I think I slept 3 hours.
I used to do that a lot back in the day. I can't do that.
I didn't mean to.
I'm gonna probably take like a week off of work whenever the new expansion for this game comes out, though.
For new what? Oh, the expansion for this?
Yeah.
I already have mine pre-ordered.
I haven't pre-ordered mine yet. I'm kind of wondering when the pre-order ends because I need to get it done before then.
I pre-ordered the collector's edition, but then again, I generally do.
I thought about doing that just to get some of the little, things that it comes with, but I don't know.
The earrings are nice. I mean, I of course could just spam Palace of or Heaven on High to get to level 70.
Yeah.
But for going through the story and stuff, I can play my bard and it gives me like boosted experience. And they level with you, which is really good. Because it's not like I'm going to run Heaven on High on everything. I actually really want to just run the story as a bard. And then I want to get some of the other stuff up to 61 so I can run that through here.
What do you mean, run the story as a bard?
I don't know. Well, I mean, you have to be level 70 for the final fight. I don't know if we get to level 70 before, like, way before that. Because...
There's, like... Since I just finished it, there's 5 level 69 quests, I believe it was, before you have to be level 70 to do the final fight.
Oh, and I'm already level 65.
Yeah.
So, it's like, how soon do I want to get to level 70 before I finish the game? Like,
yeah, I get that.
The nice thing is if I get to level 70 right away, I don't have to spend most of the game worrying about like gear and stuff like that. I can fix materia and I'm good to go. And then a lot of time for my quest rewards, I've just been taking, unless it's something I can use for Bard, I've been taking like off gear, like something for a tank or for a cast, like not necessarily caster, because they usually put like Bard in there with caster gear.
Yeah.
So I'll take like tank gear or monk gear or something, and then I'll sell it on the market board for 20, 30,000.
I think I wore all the gear that I got from those because I was picking up Paladin and Red Mage as I was going.
Yeah, I started doing that with Samurai, and then I finally got to the point where like the gear I was getting for Samurai was so beyond what my Samurai level was.
Yeah, I think I have a. Do I have level 70 katana? No, I don't have a level 70 katana. I think I have like a 68 or something like that.
We're getting the crap kicked out of us in this room.
I guess you need help.
Yeah, there was like 2 summoning traps.
Yeah, I'm on the way.
They're all dead now.
Oh.
The other guy showed up.
Yeah, I saw him start running that way, but I figured you guys were fine because you didn't say anything.
Well, I said something like just before he showed up in here, so.
Yeah, I watched him run off. Anyway.
No, I thought we could handle the first one because it was me and Calyx in there, and then the second one happened, and I got screwed.
I would have came. Someone else tank, please.
Trying. You're doing such a good job, though.
I am not. I'm taking it on the chin.
No, you good. Are you going to try and cash in any of your, what is it, Aether Pool for the armor, or for the weapon, I mean?
Any of my what? Oh, I don't know, maybe at some point. I got so many more things to level. I'm just trying to keep the max so I can just do some of these quickly.
Yeah, I cashed in some of them for Palace so that I could get the level 60 weapon for Bard before I went into Heaven's Ward, and then, I mean, I ended up skipping Heaven's Ward, but it still lasted me for a good portion of Stormblood here, so I wasn't too upset. But
I need to reset. Ready when you
That
are.
was a terrible run.
Why?
All I got was a triple triad card and then crap. I meant like terrible for
Oh, gotcha. Yeah,
a cursed horde.
I still got like 90 of them to get still open, so.
Yeah, no. I try to open mine once in a while. What the hell is this? You lay a tire coffer. Is that the monk? Must be. It's the 190 here for the monk, I bet. Okay.
Ooh, got a red mage.
Nice.
That was good.
Red Mage healer, best healer.
Well, I was more along the lines of they do really good damage in this thing, so.
Red Mage best DPS. Red Mage best healer. Red Mage best tank.
Two of those things were wrong.
No. They're all right. Red Mage is the best class ever.
It's also my highest geared and first 70 I had.
The only thing that drives me nuts with red mages is when I see them use like Swift Cast, and I'm like, why?
They use what?
Swift Cast, so that they like.
Ugh!
Where to go? Swift Cast lets you use the ability and then you instantly cast whatever spell you cast after that has a channel time, and I'm like, why would you do that?
Why is he wasting a Phoenix on me when we have a red mage?
Yeah, I don't know. But like, I see red mages in combat use like, Swift Cast and then
I've seen it.
their raise, and I'm like, why would you do that? Especially if we're in a primal, just like Jolt, and then use raise.
I know. I know what you're talking about. I've
Yeah.
seen it too. I think they just. I don't even have it set on my bar, to be honest.
No, I don't either. Surecast? Yeah, I have that set on my bar.
I don't think I have that set either.
Just because, so Surecast, anything that has a
Doesn't
cast
really
time,
disrupt it. Yeah.
it lets you cast it, and you don't break casting if you move. So even for your 2-second spells, it's nice if you have to reposition.
Yeah. I know what it does. I've never tried to use it. I got a chest.
Yeah, I see it. Wait for me. But yeah, the Swift casting just drives me nuts. And that's like somebody I had talked to once before. They were talking about their Red Mage Materia meld. And so the Materia is like when you get, it's best used for level 70 equipment.
Right.
Or level capped equipment. But you put the Materia in it and then it augments those stats, like your direct hit, your determination, crit, things like that. And we were talking about Red Mage Materia melds, and for my Red Mage on my old server, I went direct hit and direct hit, determination, and then crit.
Oh crap! I accidentally shot something.
Oh,
I
that's
was
fine.
trying to target that chest and somebody grabbed it right when I hit it.
Oh. And I was talking with this other Red Mage, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I melded spell speed." Why? Just curious. Why?
I can kind of see it. Just to
How?
just to maximize how fast you can build up your bar to do damage, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. It seems loose, and you could probably get close. I don't know if there's a max in the game, but you could probably get really high spellcast speed on your gear. I mean,
you can, but at the same time, for something where every other spell that you're casting is instant cast, why bother with spell speed when half the time the only thing you're channeling is a 2-second cast time spell?
Yeah. Like I could vaguely see it. Like, I'm not saying it's right or it's smart.
I can, but again, like,
I think intelligence or determination or something like that would probably make a little more sense, but...
Yeah, the recommended meld is determination, direct hit, crit, and then intelligence.
Really? Direct hit? I didn't think people use direct hit anymore. I was listening to like some of Mr. Happy stuff, and he was talking about how direct hit wasn't needed as much anymore after they fixed something in...
Oh, yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, determination for sure, because, of course, that essentially designates your damage.
Who died? Red Mage died?
Huh.
I have a feeling we got a bad Red Mage.
She's okay.
No, she didn't raise me, and she died whenever she's the only one that can heal herself.
Well, she was getting a chest, and then the ninja ran over and raised you, so she didn't really have much of a chance. Like, she was getting a chest when you died, and then the ninja just ran over and used a phoenix down. So, not much of a chance to actually raise there.
I feel like being more judgmental than you.
Oh, you are?
I definitely am.
I'm not saying you're not.
Well, I'm glad you're not, because I definitely am more judgmental than you. That's a fact. You can only aspire to be as judgmental as me.
Oh, don't even go there. I'm so judgy they call me Judy.
That was lame. That was worse than your frog thing.
My frog is gold. Okay?
It's a... God damn it, I got another quivering copper.
Yeah, I see it.
The
Stop
only
doing
one
that.
that's in this room with me. Nobody else left.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It's 2 bards, we'll be okay.
Yeah. Kind of lucky we haven't got hit with any of that stuff yet. Any of the
There's nothing better than when they drop an exploding chest. Oh wait, no, when the mimic drops a mimic.
Yeah, I had that happen to me the other day. After we talked about it, I said I had never had that happen to me, and then I had a mimic drop a mimic drop a mimic. And then the last one didn't drop a chest.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, it was pretty savage.
RNG hates you.
The hell? How was that guy on a pig? Can you use mounts here?
No. It's one of the ninja abilities. You summon a frog that shoots a fireball.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, it's the Hellfire Frog.
That seems very odd for something.
Straight out of Naruto, yeah.
Makes no sense.
Straight out of Konohamaru.
Out of who's a what?
Konohamaru, it's a Naruto thing.
Okay.
You won't get it, but your viewers will love it.
My viewer, other than you?
I mean, if anybody goes back and rewatches the video.
I actually get some rewatchers, but my damn YouTube hasn't been recording for some fucking reason.
Well, time to burn down YouTube.
Well, I don't know if I need to blame YouTube or blame Restream, because I got an email from Restream and they're like, your YouTube channel is on hold. You need to go visit YouTube, and it gave me a link. So I clicked on it, and I went there. There's nothing there that says that my stream's on hold. So I did a chat with Restream, and they're like, well, go to your YouTube and check this and this, and if that doesn't work, then you just need to disable it and re-enable it on your streaming service. Okay. Yeah. So I did that, and it fixed it. I skipped everything else they told me I should do because there's nothing wrong with the YouTube end. Why are we not going up? What are you bitches doing?
I don't know. They pulled something.
Tell them to stop pulling it. Put it back in their pants. Quit pulling it.
Like,
Get in the damn circle. So yeah, it was Restream's issue and not YouTube. So it's usually a coin flip. It's one of the two it's usually YouTube that's fucked up, but sometimes it is Restream. YouTube, every time they do an update, it screws everything up for a week. Nobody can figure out how to fix it for at least a week.
Jesus, that's insane.
Yeah, it's happened to me the last 2 times they did some major dashboard updates. Well, one, I couldn't even figure out how to get to my damn dashboard because they just removed the thing that says how to get your dashboard. I literally had to type in youtube.com/dashboard to get back to my dashboard.
Sounds like Firefox and the curse of never-ending updates.
Yeah, YouTube is. I wish something better would come along.
Yeah, but with something that absolutely dominates the market.
Yeah, but that's because nobody else is doing it. I mean, if there was literally a service that was the exact same thing called not YouTube, but it was basically YouTube, I'm pretty sure that people would flock to that. YouTube is pissing a lot of people off.
I know, but then there's also, if anybody were to try and start up something like that, Google's army of evil lawyers.
I mean, all it really is video library. It's not like they can really monetize or monopolize that.
Oh, no, I know. Let's be real. YouTube stole the idea off of websites from when the internet was created in 1993, but we shall not name what those websites are called.
Yeah. I guess it's the principle of war. The victor writes the history of it.
Yep.
You win the war, you get to tell the story of what really happened.
Pretty much.
I don't know. The ads on YouTube are just getting out of control. Just absolutely out of control.
Oh, they are. I stopped using YouTube forever ago.
There's absolutely no excuse for them to have, or to even allow advertisements that are more than 30 seconds long. The fact that every 10 videos I run into one that's over 20 minutes long is fucking horseshit. I do not want to.
Long
Oh yeah, there was an ad that popped up that was a 37-minute ad.
What?
About some basketball play. It was basically a mini documentary about a basketball player making shoes for underprivileged kids. No shits were given by me. It got skipped. And now they're making it where, say you watch a 20-minute video, now they're making it where there's about, and on average, 4 to 5 breaks per video, so for them to do advertisements. And instead of it just being a single advertisement, it's usually a minimum of 2 up to 3. So they're basically adding commercials to content that they didn't even create. All they are doing is just letting it be on a server.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, YouTube is
holy crap. I'm doing this all wrong. I got as usual, the hockey game on in the background for the team that I like to watch, and they're currently singing the national anthem, and I'm sitting down, which means the magic cloth won't free them.
The what?
Oh, they're singing the national anthem, and I'm not standing. What am I doing wrong? I'm not American.
Oh. I mean, you're in South Dakota. That's basically Canada.
North Dakota, and yes, you're not wrong. My Monday today involved driving up to towns that put me 16 miles from the Canadian border.
Yeah, that's just sad.
I could have driven across the border, gotten Tim Hortons, and come back in time for my lunch break to be done. Also on Sunday, it was negative 47 degrees.
Yeah, fuck that noise. You gotta go.
Hey, you're not the first person to tell me that.
If you're going to Canada, you gotta go get you some poutine.
Go to Canada, what?
Get you some poutine.
I don't disagree with that. I love poutine.
Poutine's the shit. It's the only thing Canada's ever exported that was worth a damn, other than hockey players.
Shania Twain, the Bare Naked Ladies, Alanis Morissette, Jim Carrey.
Are you trying to argue with me, or are you just giving me examples of why I'm right?
Ryan Reynolds.
Okay, Ryan Reynolds, I'll give you that one. One out of
Nathan
5
Fillion.
batting average ain't bad.
Nathan Fillion.
I don't know who that is.
He was Captain Malcolm Reynolds in Firefly.
Yeah, they could have kept him.
You don't say ill will of the greatest TV show that was ever put on television, sir.
I would not even remotely say that that is accurate.
This was a good friendship.
I can think of at least a handful of shows that are better than that one.
Unfortunately, you're dead to me now.
How many seasons of Firefly have? 2? Must have been a good run.
Okay, that was during Fox's cancellation spree for no reasons. Or as I like to call it, 1999 to 2004. It was basically all Fox's fault as to why Firefly got canceled. So
I think it was
they
the
aired
time slot that they were trying to market that show in that royally killed that show.
Well, not just that, they aired it out of order. Like, they didn't even air the first episode first. They put it in a crappy time slot. They kept moving the time slot. And then finally they canned it, and they didn't even air the entire season. And there were episodes, 6 episodes in that related back to stuff earlier in the season. And it was maybe 3 years ago, I think, they did an interview with the woman who was the executive at Fox at the time, because she had taken over somewhere else. I forget where, but she was a TV executive somewhere else. And she was talking about how the biggest mistake of her career was canceling Firefly.
The biggest mistake of her career
Was canceling
of
Firefly.
Everything that she's possibly ever done, that one thing. I find that hard to believe. I think she may have exaggerated.
She said canceling Firefly because of the amount of fan base that it has that Fox never predicted that it would have. They actually bought the rights back from the show to Joss Whedon, and he sold it after they did the movie Serenity, when everybody basically decided that they weren't gonna do any more after the movie. When they were kind of okay, the movie is great, but this is really gonna be our last thing because, so many of them had other projects and stuff like that. So yeah, Fox actually bought the rights back to Firefly, which sucks because they could do something with it and they haven't.
I'll tell you a show that I actually enjoyed and I went back and watched after, when I first got Netflix. Fringe. I don't even know if you know what that is.
I do, but I haven't watched it, and part of it is because up until The Force Awakens, Star Wars Episode 7, I had the absolute most utter distaste and hatred for J.J. Abrams.
Really? He did really good with the Star Treks?
Lost.
Oh. But if you're going off TV based, his movies are insane.
Yeah, his movies are insane, but Lost.
I never watched Lost, so I never got butthurt about it.
Every episode. To get to the ending that makes the whole thing not even matter.
I honestly don't know what happens in Lost. I just remember people got all butthurt about it. That was at the time where I just didn't watch TV, at all. Didn't watch TV. I basically watched movies. I worked for a movie, a movie rental store, and I would just come home with armfuls of movies every single night, and would just binge watch movies.
Sure.
So I've seen a whole lot of movies from 2009 and before.
Yeah. So the big problem with Lost was it was the whole thing of the plane crashing on the island, and then not like the island was filled with all this mystery. Why is there a polar bear?
I know the premise.
Okay, so that's like the first episode. Then you go through the first season. People actually show up on the island. There's people that die. This whole thing. So in the last episode, it goes to a scene at the end of the episode where it's everybody laying on the beach after the plane crashes. That was from the first episode, and it shows the main character lying on the beach in the same shot from before he gets up in the first episode, and he dies. And so it's like everything that's happened in between that first and last episode never mattered, and it never actually happened.
So is this a dream?
Basically.
There's a lot of shows that I've seen that ended that way.
And it was like table flipping angry. It's been voted as like one of the worst series finales ever.
Have you ever watched Fringe?
No, I haven't, and I've wanted to, especially now that I don't hate J.J. Abrams as much as I used to.
So if you watch the first, I want to say it's about 7 seasons long. If you watch about the first 4, it's kind of like an X-Files ripoff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's building towards something that's going to happen at the end, and you don't understand it until you get there.
Oh, okay. See, and X-Files was a show that I never really got into.
I think I was too young for it whenever it was actually on TV.
Yeah, I was like maybe 10 or 11 or something.
I think I remember it going off the air whenever I was still in like middle school.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, I never got into X-Files. Same with, and not that I was too young for it, but same with like Farscape, and it was just kind of not that I was too young for it. I just never really got into it.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. Fringe, that was one of them shows that I remember, like, it came out, I watched like 3 episodes of it, and then I never really caught it on. Like,
yeah.
It wasn't bad. It did, like, I understood it was, they were building up a story because it was only the first 3 episodes. Mm-hmm. And I had no idea where they were going to go with it. But, I mean, they go some crazy directions with that show. Like, there's people that, like, wind up, like, it's almost making you think there's, like, some alien stuff going on. But it kind of does, like, an alternate reality kind of thing, and like I thought the story was really good once I understood what the hell was happening.
Nice.
I think it's good. I thought the cast was good. The ending was pretty good too. So, it has a lot of decent actors.
I've also always really liked Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel and all of those.
I could watch them. I mean, I've never watched them and been like, okay, this is just god awful, but it wasn't something I would turn on and just watch, or if they were on Netflix, I probably wouldn't watch all the seasons or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, I've always really liked Buffy. My problem is, for me, it peaked at like, I felt like they did their best season at season 2.
Yeah, I don't know that. So my family is like super religious, so all that supernatural demon kind of things, like, they're Bible thumping, chandelier swinging kind of people.
Mm.
It's not something I got to watch when I was growing up, and whenever, if you didn't get into it whenever it was kind of on, you're kind of just off of it.
Right. But that's also like, so I'm sure you know the movie The Fifth Element.
Nope.
You don't know the movie? Okay. So, Bruce Willis, Mila Jovovich, all this, Gary Oldman, and it's like supposed to be one of the greatest sci-fi movies ever. Okay. So, kind of one of those things where, like, my parents were like, no, you're like way too young to try to watch this movie. I'm like, okay, well, fine. so I never got to watch it. I still haven't watched it. And a friend of mine was like, "What? You haven't watched The Fifth Element?" I mean, it was one of those things where, like, you know, when somebody tells you that they haven't watched Star Wars.
Okay.
And you're like, "You haven't watched Star Wars?" You know, people just can't believe this. And he's like, "Well, why haven't you watched it now?" And I'm like, "Well, because now there's so much hype built up around it that I don't know if I want to watch it, because what if it doesn't live up to the hype?"
Yeah, if you don't like it, then you're kind of against what mainstream is telling you is acceptable.
Right. And like the movie was made in 1999, maybe, and it's 2018. So like, I'm not saying it's gonna suck, but like, what if by now I watch it and I'm
You
like,
said
this
it's
is
a Bruce
garbage.
Willis movie?
Bruce Willis, Mila Jovovich.
I don't know how I haven't seen that movie. Is Mila Jovovich is the chick from Resident Evil, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I hate her. I wouldn't.
That's the one with the multi-pass, and Bruce Willis is like a taxi driver, and it's at like far in the future and stuff.
Yeah, I don't like her as an actress at all. I don't know.
She's not my favorite.
Yeah. There's so many, like just the entire direction they took Resident Evil is just not good. The first couple were fine.
The first movie was good. The second movie, I gave it a pass because they brought in so many elements from the games.
The first one was good. The second one was pretty good. The third one was like
all
a
downhill
C
from there.
minus, and then the ones after that, it's just like, what in the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like they weren't shooting for the video games anymore, but they also weren't shooting for even a good zombie or sci-fi movie or anything. It was just hot garbage.
Basically.
It's like they wrote a storyboard for 1 and 2, and then they're like, we didn't really expect to get this far. What are we gonna do for 3?
Yep.
Okay, that one was passable. Well, this guy's suffering from a major cocaine addiction, and the other rider is in rehab. Let's see what they have put together, and then we'll just go with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, 1 was good because it took place in the mansion, and it kind of like felt like the first Resident Evil game. The second one I really liked because they brought in the Nemesis. They actually took effort to make Jill Valentine look like Jill Valentine.
Right.
And then the third one happened.
Yeah, it just went off the rails. If you would ask me what series would I like to see rebooted that was done poorly and needs to be done again, Resident Evil.
Yep.
Resident Evil is cool in theory, terrible in execution, and I think the main problem is because they casted her. Her husband is the guy that I can't remember if he's like executive producer or director or whatever. That's how she got that role, and she is not good in that role. No,
she acts like cardboard.
She has no. She's like what's his name, the Anakin Skywalker, the adult one. She has zero acting talents.
Well, okay. Hayden Christensen can actually act.
He's
if
not,
you watch anything
not
other
bad,
than
but
the
if
Star
you watch Star Wars, everybody's just lighting him on fire for not being able to act in that movie.
Yeah, so I blame George Lucas.
I do too.
Because if you watch Shattered Glass, My Life is a House, or not My Life is a House. What the hell is that movie called?
I don't know. I've seen 2 different movies with him in it, and I was like, oh, they were okay.
Jumper is also not a good example.
No, Jumper's not a good example.
As much as I loved Jumper just for what it was, because it was a good movie, but he wasn't great in that either.
It's in that time period whenever they were just making weird movies. Like I think Wanted came out near that time, where the bullets that defy all physics are invented.
The curving bullet.
Yeah, you know if you swing your arm hard enough whenever you shoot, it'll clearly make the bullet curve because physics and stuff.
You're right.
Science physics.
It's because Morgan Freeman is God.
It sounds like God.
The only great thing about Wanted was watching Chris Pratt get busted in the face with a keyboard.
Yeah.
That was awesome. but Hayden Christensen can actually act, but the dialogue in especially episode 3 is just terrible.
I honestly I was not on that bandwagon. I'm just talking about the general population of people that believe that he was a crappy actor. I thought he did fine in that role. I actually thought he did very well in that role.
Yeah, but that's why you and I both said we blame George Lucas.
Yeah, I mean, if people thought that he acted poorly, I think he hit exactly what I kind of expected of a pre-Darth Vader Anakin Skywalker. Like I think he hit that nail right on the head.
No, yeah, he should be angsty and pissy and whiny, and because here's a child who has been told his entire life that he is the chosen one.
Well, because he knows that he's powerful, but nobody wants him. You know, it's like everybody's trying to keep him from being powerful.
Yep.
And he knows that he can do things to make a difference, but nobody will let him make a difference, kind of thing. I mean, you kind of get that a little bit. I mean, not like many people have lived that kind of life, but
I felt like his actual fall to the dark side was too fast. In the third movie.
Yeah, but that also, I mean, that was kind of well, I mean, it definitely was it's like pre-Marvel movies where, you know, all of a sudden Avengers is a 3-hour movie and everybody's like, that's fucking fine. Let's make a 3-hour movie because a 3-hour movie is fucking fine. I want to watch Avengers for 3 hours. You know, so it was kind of still in that mindset where 2-hour movie. That's as far as we go. It's a 2-hour movie. We're gonna leave a lot of stuff.
The only thing that first broke the mold was Titanic.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
I think the idea was just that the directors and, you know, producers and stuff just believed that nobody wanted to watch a movie for more than 2 hours. Yeah. So it was just kind of, you know, that was just kind of the norm, was that we don't go farther than 2 hours. We just don't do it. And they definitely could have, if they could have, I guarantee if they would redo episode 1 through 3 again, those would easily be 3-hour movies. Easily.
But see, I'm also in the minority of people that, and I'm not saying it's a perfect movie or anything like that, but I didn't hate episode 8.
I didn't hate any of the new ones. Not
at
all. The only Star Wars that I have not seen yet is Solo. I have not watched Solo.
I haven't watched that one.
Won't.
Yeah, I've heard terrible things about that one.
See, I heard it got really bad reviews before it came out, like through Rotten Tomatoes and stuff like that, but I heard the movie actually wasn't bad.
If you're a hardcore Star Wars fan, I've heard it's good.
I've heard it has a lot of like little things that like call back to the original movies and stuff like that, but I don't know. Toffer.
There it is. Yeah, no, I didn't hate. I liked episode 8. And one of my friends was like, well, yeah, but that General Kodo, if she would have just told Poe about what her plan was, that whole Cantabite scene wouldn't have even mattered. And I'm like, that's the point.
Yeah. Like I said, I enjoyed them. I thought they were good for what they are. I think people are too overly critical. And a lot of it has to do with they haven't made a new Star Wars movie in how many years? What was it like? Because I think episode 1 through 3 came out when I was in high school, and that was in 2002 to 2003, I think, when they were coming out.
The early 2000s they came out.
Yeah, so they kind of put a pin in it for 14 years.
And,
you know, with the internet, how it is now. People are basically, they have the exact idea, this is how I would make this next Star Wars movie, and this is how it should be done because, you know, this is a good idea.
I know everything.
Yeah. Which I think Disney's doing an incredible job with everything that they've put their fingers in. Like the Marvel popularity, it would never happen if Disney picked it up.
Nope.
Like all the Marvel Avengers movies, all the all of those little sub movies, they're just tearing up the box office. Each one comes out and breaks the record of the previous one before it. People are kind of bagging on. It's not Wonder Woman. What the hell's the name of that chick?
Captain Marvel.
Yeah, Captain Marvel.
Yeah, and
Everybody's
it's
kind
not
of
even
bagging
out
on
yet.
her.
But like, why?
They just say that like the trailer just looks really shitty. Like they didn't do a good job making a trailer for it. It makes people not want to see it. That's the complaints I've heard.
I already have plans to go this Friday.
I'm probably not going right away, but I definitely do want to see it. I usually buy them on Blu-ray because I'm one of those people. I like to see them in theater if I have somebody to go with. If I'm going by myself, I'd much rather just watch them at home. And I usually watch them a couple times anyway. But I was gonna say since they put them on Netflix, I might not do that for this one. But since Disney's coming out with their own streaming service, they're probably not gonna put this one on Netflix. So I might have to actually buy this one on DVD.
Yeah. No, I already have plans to go on Friday with some friends. But it's a group of us that like we go whenever a new Marvel movie comes out.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a group of friends like that. I'm gonna
and that's
take a
just
quick piss. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in, but
oh well.
I was gonna accept it and just stand there for a minute or so. I'll be right back.
Just go.
Pee.
Okay.
All right, I'm good to go.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think Disney taking over Star Wars and Marvel to begin with is pretty good. I do think they've came out with some hot garbage as well.
Mm-hmm.
The newest Pirates of the Caribbean movie was awful.
I've heard that.
They've been previewing that new, basically live action remake of Aladdin with
Will Smith as the genie.
Yeah, people are saying that is the biggest turd of the year if that actually comes out. Like, it just looks god awful.
Yeah, no, it looks terrible.
And then during Christmas time, they made some Christmas movie, like Nutcracker or something like that.
Yeah,
it was so bad they had to like stop or like recall it and make changes to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're putting so much into Marvel and Star Wars that their actual Disney studios are just failing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they have probably their top directors working on top directors,
Oh, yeah.
top writers, top CGI guys. They're all working on Marvel / Star Wars because if you put something out that has Star Wars or Marvel in the title, it's going to make $100 million minimum.
Oh yeah. Opening weekend.
Yeah. That's not counting, anything else. Just opening weekend, easily $100 million. I think they said that. What was it? Why do I keep thinking Wonder Woman? Captain Marvel. I think they said they're expecting it to be a $250 million opening weekend or something like that.
Yep.
Worldwide, like something absolutely ridiculous.
Yep.
And then not long after that, the what do you call it comes out? The next
Endgame.
Yeah, Endgame comes out.
Mm-hmm.
So looking forward.
Yeah,
to
my group that I go to the movie with, go to the Avengers movies with, we have said that after Endgame, we're probably not going to go to any of the others.
Why?
For us, we've been going to basically all of the Avengers movies since, Avengers.
Right.
Basically, it started a little bit before Iron Man 3. So for this, Endgame, and it's been 10 years, is kind of just the end. We know there's going to be more, but we're not going to go see every single one of them in theaters.
After this movie, the contracts for all of the original Avengers are up.
Yep.
They're all up.
Yep.
So, and that's the thing. If you were those actors, why would you want to do anything else?
You don't have to.
Well, I mean, you don't have to, but why would you, I wouldn't be one of those people, I want to go, see what else is out there and maybe try to do some other movies with, whatever. Fuck that. You are making just shit tons of money for your time doing these Marvel movies.
Yep.
If I'm planning on doing another movie and it doesn't have Marvel in the title, I'm wasting my time.
I know Chris Evans has said he's done with playing Captain America, and I know for the movies, at least, with the characters and stuff, they're held to a crazy schedule and everything else with their contracts, and he wants to direct.
Yeah, I get that.
Which he wants
Disney
to get
would probably
directing
oblige him
more.
if he wanted to direct too.
You what?
Disney would probably oblige him if he wanted to direct. They would probably use him as a director if he wanted.
I'm sure. And that's like Robert Downey Jr. You can't tell me Robert Downey Jr. really needed the money.
He kind of did, though.
He blew a lot of it on cocaine or on hookers and blow. I get that.
Yeah.
But,
well, I mean, he was basically a non-HIV positive Charlie Sheen for a while. So.
Which essentially says he made better choices.
Yeah.
But his acting, he started acting again before Iron Man because he did Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Well, he did Sherlock Holmes movies too.
Yep.
And that's what kind of brought him back. That's kind of like his role in the Marvel movies is his Holmes character.
Well, he did Iron Man, I think, before Sherlock Holmes, but he really lived the life of Tony Stark. Like, he had it all. Tony Stark lost a lot in the comics due to addiction. He had a drinking problem.
Yeah.
But no, after this, we're not going to commit ourselves to going to, like, every single movie.
Yeah, and that's why I was kind of wondering, are you stopping because it's Endgame, or are you stopping because the original characters are kind of fading out?
More so because it's Endgame. Like, it's just kind of the end of that first Avengers cycle. Because, like, this started in the first Avengers.
Right.
With Thanos and everything. So we're really just stopping at Endgame. Like, I'll go see the new Spider-Man, but I'm also a big fan of Spider-Man.
I'm a medium fan of Spider-Man. Spider-Man to
I
me
saw
will
every
always
Spider-Man
be
theaters, including
Tobey
3. We don't talk about Spider-Man 3.
I wasn't talking about Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man 1 or 2. 1 and 2 are both really good.
Oh god, Spider-Man 2 was amazing. Spider-Man 3 was hot garbage.
I don't even remember 3. Was 3 the one where he got the, what do you call it, Venom or whatever?
Yes.
Okay, that was terrible.
Yeah.
1's
With
the one with the
Topher
guy
Grace
that throws
Venom.
exploding pumpkins or whatever the hell, or whatever his name is, right?
Green Goblin.
Yeah.
I mean, I bought the Spider-Man game for PS4 day 1 and platinumed it 4 days later, I think.
Nice.
But it was also just fun.
2 red mages and 2 bards. I just looked at the party.
I just saw that also.
Now, I don't have any. I don't know. I'm gonna keep watching. I just don't know what they're gonna do after all these people retire. I
Yeah.
mean, honestly, Robert Downey Jr. doesn't have anything else really going on.
I could see him coming back.
I could see him kind of like taking Samuel L. Jackson's role, like becoming the main guy of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah. I could see Robert Downey Jr. like kind of taking a break for a while, and
oh yeah, I could see
I'm
him
sure he'll
being
still
off
be
for like a
in the
couple
Spider-Man movies. And people suspect that they're going to kill off Tony Stark and stuff, and it's like, no, they're not.
No. I think that basically all the heroes that died from Thanos' snap is basically going to be the A-listers going forward. Which it
For the
wasn't-
most part.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which anybody that tells me they were surprised who died from the snap, I think they're idiots. Like I was like, okay, they're not going to kill Iron Man, they're not going to kill Captain America, it's not going to kill Hulk, it's not going to kill basically anybody that's been in the first 2 Avengers movies or the first Avengers movie. The main base characters are not going to die. Whoever are the secondary characters, they're fucking dead.
Right.
I
was surprised how many characters from the Guardians of the Galaxy died.
I thought one of the characters that kind of vaguely surprised me was Black Panther, and I thought just because it is Black Panther, that might be the reason they don't kill him. But I mean, he is kind of the newer B-lister, Avenger-ish type guy, so I kind of figured it would happen. But with how popular he was as a character, whenever the movie came out and everything like that, I'm like, he might not die. But
I was more or less surprised how many of the Guardians died, because the only one that survived was Rocket.
Well, what's her name? The robot chick. Is it Gamora?
Gamora died. Nebula isn't really... She's in the movies, but she's not like a member of the Guardian.
Well, I mean, she's from that
Yeah, she's from that franchise, but her and Rocket were the only ones that survived. Like, I figured they would at least leave 3 of them.
I figured that, what's his name wouldn't die, Chris Pratt.
Yeah, well, I thought it would be Drax that would live.
I figured Drax would probably go out just because he's kind of, not... He's like the comic relief of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Star... What's his name? Star Killer? That's not right.
Star-Lord.
Something.
Star-Lord.
Yeah, he's kind of like the leader. So I figured if anybody was going to survive out of that group, it was probably going to be him.
Well, and the directors actually said that their system for picking who lived and who died was based off of who they thought they could get an emotional response from the audience. So they literally just picked people that they thought the audience would respond to in, like, an emotional way. And it's like, you evil bastards.
I can see that. Well, I mean, if you look at the comic
Smart,
books,
though.
I mean, they kind of fell in line with the comic books pretty close.
Yeah. They're doing better than the X-Men comics for the movies.
Yeah. I still haven't seen any of the Deadpools. I know I need to. I've heard they're all good.
I haven't watched the second one, which is sad because it's sitting next to me on 4K DVD, and I still haven't watched it.
Yeah,
but
I've been told I need to. They're very. From what I've seen, from what I've read, from what I've heard, they're both very good. I just haven't taken the time.
The first Deadpool was great, but because like you could watch the movie, and especially if you'd read the Deadpool comics, you could see that it was Deadpool. But Ryan Reynolds is also a big comic book nerd and a big fan of Deadpool.
Well, he was Deadpool back or before there was actually Deadpool.
Yeah, in Wolverine Origins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was the name of the movie.
It was. Yeah, he played Wade Wilson, who is of course Deadpool. And he actually asked like the director and producer and stuff, so when do I come back to record the voiceover? And they're like, the voiceover for what? And he's like, well, for Deadpool. And they're like, oh, we're not doing that. And then he found out what they were doing with Deadpool at the end of the movie, and how they were like making him this Weapon X project who didn't talk and was just like this combination of mutant powers, and he walked off the set.
Yeah. Well,
because that wasn't him at the end of the movie.
Well, it was kind of funny that the general or whatever, he kept annoying him because he was always talking and shit like that. So they kind of like wrote it in where like they made him a special project, but he didn't have a mouth or something like that.
Yeah, because the was like, one of these days I'm gonna sew your mouth shut.
Yeah.
So and then in Deadpool,
yeah,
they actually recreate that line. Because the guy who's leading the experimental project that Wade signs up for when he finds out he has incurable cancer is like, one of these days I'm going to sew your mouth shut. And he's like, oh, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of funny.
Mm-hmm. Just like when they're wheeling him into on the gurney, and he's like, don't make the suit green or animated. Because Green Lantern.
Yeah, I get it.
Which I thought
Green Lantern was good. I mean, I'm probably the only person that's ever said that, but I thought Green Lantern was good.
It wasn't terrible. It had its moments. I felt like it could have been better. And again, I feel like some of that just comes down to like script and writing and... Who are you guys fighting?
I have a coffer. I've been chasing me since, I don't know, forever.
Oh.
I just shot it with my dots and just kept running.
Gotcha. Yeah, part of my problem with the movie was how much they changed of the actual Green Lantern lore. Like the fact that Parallax was never a Guardian, and... I don't know. Some of it just didn't sit right with me there.
So...
And then, for as good as the special effects were, they were also just bad.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't great.
Like Ryan Reynolds' super suit. So,
I'm not one of those people that read comic books when I was a kid. My parents never bought them for me.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I probably didn't even know they existed whenever I was that age. Because I just didn't, it wasn't in my line of sight.
Yeah.
So everything that I know about superheroes is from these movies.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 100% honestly from the movies. I know nothing about them whatsoever. Their backstories, and that's kind of why I guess I don't care so much whenever they do certain things.
Yeah.
Because I don't know any better. But after the second Avengers movie, I started watching like YouTube videos because there's a bunch of, I mean, I don't want to say comic book nerds, but I mean, call
a spade a spade.
Yeah. They put out a bunch of videos about here's timeline from Earth 17B, Gamma Quadrant C, whatever.
Yeah.
Here's this storyline that they've pretty much rebooted a half dozen times. I mean, you know, and so I'm kind of learning all the different things that they could have done, did back in the past. That's interesting, but I'm not going to get butthurt about, you know, the direction that they chose to go. I mean,
there's just some of the things that they do with the movies that annoy me, like X-Men Days of Future Past, how they had Kitty send Logan into the past.
one more.
And that's never been her power.
Who sent him in the past?
Shadowcat.
I have no idea who that is. Which movie are we
She's a
talking
very
about?
prominent character in the comics.
Which movie are we
But
talking about?
X-Men Days of Future Past.
Okay, I haven't seen that one. I've
Yeah,
seen all the
so-
original X-Men. I saw, what's the X-Men one where they stopped the nuclear, or what, the Cuban Missile Crisis?
First Class.
First Class, yeah. I saw that one. I saw the one where Logan is like an old man and he's helping those kids get to Canada or some shit like that.
Okay, that's Logan.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Okay, so Days of Future Past is after First Class. So it's kind of in that same rebooted time series.
Start it.
Well, I was going to say, I'm actually going to get off here for a bit because my wife just got home from the class she was teaching, so
Oh. Well,
I'm going
jump out.
to hop out of the party.
I gotta do one more.
No, that's fine. Go right ahead. But it was just for me, like, Days of Future Past was a very Shadowcat-centric story. And then in the movie, all she does is send him back in time. And then it's just another movie centered around Wolverine.
Yeah, I didn't.
So,
I don't know. I didn't see that one, and I guess I would have to see it to see what I think about it. I kind of think they overplayed the Wolverine story arc. I like the original X-Men.
And that was my issue with Days of Future Past, is that it just is another movie that caters to Wolverine.
Yeah. Like, I think the original casting for the original X-Men was really good.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Which I kind of don't understand. Why are they not tying... Isn't X-Men Marvel as well? Right? X-Men's Marvel, right?
Yes, but when Disney bought Marvel and Marvel Comics, by that point, Marvel Comics had already made, like, the X-Men movies and then the Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire.
Right.
And so Hulk was a movie made with Eric Bana by Universal Studios.
Right.
Fox had made X-Men and Fantastic Four. Sony had made the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. So when Marvel was selling all of these assets, because they had made those movies, they got first rights to those characters.
Okay.
So it was up to them to say yes or no if they wanted them before Disney could even make a bid. And so, of course, they bought them, and it split up the rights on the movie side. But now that Disney has bought Fox, it brings back X-Men and Fantastic Four for the movie side. And Sony and Universal worked out a partnership so that they could use Hulk and Spider-Man.
Yeah. See, I don't know.
And, of course, Sony and Universal are making money hand over fist off that.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Which, I mean, and that's the thing. Disney can buy whatever the hell they want. I mean, let's be honest. If they want X-Men, if they want to put Deadpool and Wolverine in this story arc, they could do it. They can make the money roll and get it happening. I just don't understand why they didn't.
yeah. I don't know either.
Because I think X-Men, or not X-Men, Wolverine is one of the main characters that fought Thanos in the comic books.
Oh, he has. Anyway, I gotta get going.
All right, man. Have a good
Later.
night. Thanks for running with me.
Yep.
So for anybody watching, or watching in the future, this is my last run I'm doing. This will get me to 64. So today I'm going to 64, tomorrow I'll go to 66, and then Thursday I'll go to 68, and then I'll finish this on my Friday stream, and I'll start working on Machinist after that. We're going to finish Bard this week and hopefully get a little headway onto Machinist. I'd like to get Machinist close to 60, 64, 65 by the end of the weekend, if possible. What the hell? Where's my guy out in the circle? Let's see what's this way. Okay. Oh, what the hell? I didn't hit him? Samurais. See if they can put some hate off me. Oh, that was quick. Did have 2 magicites, but still, very quick run. Basically got to skip the last 4 floors of this thing. Crushed it. That put me to 64. So we got our 2 levels for the day. Tomorrow I will do another 2 levels. We'll go to 66. Like I said, by the end of Friday's stream, I'm expecting this to be a level 70 job, my 5th 70 job, and I'll be starting on Machinist after that. And we'll level Machinist up to level 70 as well. Have both my ranged attackers leveled up. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream since we are a little bit past, but that's fine. But Facebook and Twitter, if you're interested in following me, please do. If you do, please repost me. I always post what I'm going to be playing, which, like I said, is going to matter more next week. What I'm going to be playing, a link to my Twitch page, and you know, just general information of what I'm planning on doing. So if you think anybody, friends, family, coworkers, anybody like that would be interested in my stream, please repost me so that they can see it, and maybe they'll come in and, you know, start watching. I need more viewers. I need more followers. So I would definitely appreciate any help I can get following or growing. What's what I meant to say? Growing the channel. So if you're interested in that, please help me out. Patreon.com/BluePhoenixGames or Streamlabs.com/BluePhoenixGames if you're interested in supporting the channel in any way. You can give a little, you can give a lot, whatever you can afford. And if for some reason between those two services you can't find a way to donate in the way that is convenient to you, you can reach out to me through email or Facebook, and I will do what I can to help you out. I do live stream on YouTube and Twitch. YouTube's been giving me some trouble the last couple days. I don't know if it's YouTube or I don't know if it's Restream, but I think it's fixed now, from what I can tell. But Twitch will be my primary live streaming service going forward once I reach affiliate and further. YouTube will be kind of like a video library for me, so I will live stream on both as long as I can, but eventually it's probably going to turn into Twitch is where I stream, YouTube's where I do edited videos or upload non-streamed content, stuff like that. So keep a lookout for that. If you can follow me on both, please do. If I have to choose one that I would like you to follow me on, it's Twitch. I need many more followers to reach the next one after affiliate. I believe it's called partner. I need more followers through that. So if you want to follow me, please do. The rest of this week up until Sunday, I'm going to play more. I'm going to play Final Fantasy. I'm pretty much going to play it the entire week, starting next Monday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday evening, Sunday evening. Well, let's say Monday, Wednesday, Friday is going to be something besides Final Fantasy. It's either going to be Skyrim, it's going to be Fallout 4, it might be some Apex, maybe some PUBG. It really depends. If I have people that I have friends that want to run with me, I will play those games, but I'm going to be changing it up. I'm not just going to be playing Final Fantasy anymore. So look forward to that. I look forward to it. I'm personally very interested in doing a Skyrim run. I'm hoping that people will enjoy it. Will come in and watch, and I'd like to record some I'm going to use it to kind of record some content for me to eventually cut into videos, because I want to do a build on the character that I'm planning on playing in Skyrim. I would also like to do a build on Fallout. I'm still, like I said, I'm still going to do stuff on Final Fantasy because I want to continue to progress and reach goals that I set myself. I'm thinking if I play 4 days a week, I can finish Samurai Ninja, Machinist, 3 weeks, 3 jobs. I can finish those. My White Mage, Dark Knight, Black Mage is going to take a little more time because they're starting at 30, but I do have a level 50 job. So I'm hoping that I can continue the progression I'm wanting to make it through Final Fantasy. Saturday and Sunday mornings are still going to be Final Fantasy because I don't think it's going to matter what I play. I don't think the viewership's going to be great. But Saturday, Sunday evening, they're kind of going to be up to me. If I feel like playing Skyrim, I'm going to play Skyrim. If I feel like playing Fallout, I'm going to play Fallout. If I feel like playing Final Fantasy, I'm going to play Final Fantasy. It all really depends on how I feel at the time. But look for a schedule change. Hopefully that'll bring in some new people, some new viewers, new followers. That's kind of my goal. I'm hoping that'll happen. But that's it for me. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central Time, I'm going to play more Final Fantasy XIV. Try to get 2 more levels on my Bard. And not sure what else I'm going to do. I do have a dungeon I need to finish. Probably try to do that. And it's probably it as far as I can think. Maybe I'm not going to work on that. I'm not even going to mention that. I'm not going to do that. Maybe my guild will have some things that they want to do, something like that. I'll find something to do to fill 3 hours. But anyway, thank you very much, Major Penguin, for stopping by, hanging with me, talking, doing some Palace of the Dead. Made it go by very quickly. The Palace of the Dead can get tedious, but having somebody to talk to definitely made it go by much quicker, and I really do appreciate you being here. But anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central Time, more Final Fantasy XIV.